Yo, what's good, my people? We're here today watching Vina Carnis, and there will be some warnings in a couple of seconds. Bear with me, and please look at the warnings. This Vina Carnis is probably the most scariest thing I've ever seen in analog horror. Please suggest any analog horror videos you guys got, and like put it in the comments. I hope you guys like this, like and subscribe, man. My name's Eric, and here you go. Enjoy analog horror.
Long series. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this. Also Eric, he's not here with us right now, so that's why I'm doing the intro.
Okay, I'm back now. Basically, guys, in shorter terms, Vina Carnis is a really cool. Oh, what the heck? Thing, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make quite a bit of parts because it's that that long. But you know what it is, Melvin. What do you want them to do, Melvin? What do you want them to do? What do you want the viewers to do?
Uh uh Comment 6-7 and this video better get 6.7K likes and we better get 67 subscribers from this.
Let's just ignore. Okay, I'll let you guys watch.
Alright.
Viewer discretion advised. Watch at your own risk.
6776776.
The trimmings. Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons.
Ooh, it has
They
a
are commonly
face.
known to have a plump body, round head, small eyes, nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics. One
That
thing
was
they all share
drafted.
in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball. Its life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals. Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
What?
Hey guys,
Hmm.
what are you doing?
We're recording, Antonio.
Yeah, Autobot?
I think it's about we're recording. Do you want to watch it with us?
You want to be in the video? Oh, you want to? Okay, alright.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case. The crawl
Yeah, I saw that.
constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Dang.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets and relatively domesticate them.
Bro.
Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature.
Go Poppy.
From their plentiful numbers to their
Yo.
skittish nature,
They
they
don't know
are
what that
truly a thing
means.
to behold.
Guys, if you're
The next species on our list is the meat snake. The meat snake. The meat snake is a worm-like creature made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague,
16
it
feet
can
long?
greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The meat snake locates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby. This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's track and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake. Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted. Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls in meat.
That's a human
A meat
face.
snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years. The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation,
Right for a
burning,
while.
or complete destruction of the meat snake's
Well,
membrane
actually,
coating.
Actually, not for a while. I would say for a while.
Interestingly, the meat snake is the only member of the carnis family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms. Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold. Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death, there are meat snakes. Humanity will use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals. They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
It's not real.
Oh, okay.
Our next creature is the mimic.
Oh, that's scary. Uh-oh. Nice, bro. Eric's not here.
Yeah.
But
Oh, nice. But have you realized like what all these like things have in common?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped. The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, with some canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole.
What the heck?
A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Bro.
They only go for humans.
Yo.
Why do you go quiet?
Yeah, what is that?
Because of this, they are found solely around human-populated areas. The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning. Its hunting style changes and becomes much more complicated. It now stalks and feeds only on humans. It will locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target. To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
Dang, furniture.
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine when it is most
Eric?
vulnerable.
Pause it.
Dude, remember that video we saw like at Juan's house on sleepover?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is the exact type of thing I was thinking about, bro.
Oh,
It's like adapting.
What if they evolved to get to this point, bro?
And it, like as I said, it learns its routine. Look.
It gets worse, by the way. They can get even worse, by the way.
Oh,
This is just
But don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. You can't spoil it for the.
I'm not. I'm just saying that it can probably adapt even more. Just think about that.
Like imagine it adapts to like mimicking a voice.
that's insane.
They learn its routine and when it is most
See,
vulnerable.
look at that.
This is typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption. Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal. Although,
Is it
in the
poop?
case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into
Bro.
harm.
The frick? What the frick? What the frick? I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. Someone just knocked on my wall, like literally the outside of the. No, it's not. It was.
not the door. This is not the video.
Please tell me it was the video, bro.
'Cause I heard that too, bro.
I think it was a video.
Lure or startle prey into cornering
It was
themselves.
a video. Yo.
Human is awake.
No, it was
a
not.
mimic
No.
will use a variety of sounds to either lure or
It was.
I'm being so serious. That sounded so freaking real. No, you can't do that, bro. I just can't do that. That's annoying. That was annoying, bro. Frick.
So they can make that noise?
That is insane, bro.
That's terrifying.
My headphones are too good, bro. What the heck? Okay, I'll stop.
startle prey into cornering
Alright,
themselves.
watch your with this. Don't say anything.
Once
out
a
of
human
pocket.
is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh, what the frick?
My fingers like fingering me, bro.
Okay, bro, no. What the heck is going on? What?
Don't say anything out of pocket, bro.
Turn off the flashlight. What did you do? She still has a flashlight.
Yo.
Let me in, bro. Open the door.
Open the door. Oh, shut up.
Habla ahora.
Turn off the flashlight. Oh, I'm scared now. Oh, frick.
Hold up.
Oh, that ain't good, bro.
Let me in, bro.
Oh, shoot! Okay.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has 2 potential morphs it may develop into. If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin,
Bro.
hair, and by the
Yo.
end will look nearly identical to a human
I've
being.
seen that video before. Yes,
It now can
please.
blend entirely into civilization
Yeah.
and lure other humans more effectively.
Yo.
Oh my
Look,
gosh.
watch us, watch
The
us.
second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes.
Wow.
This excludes the
It's
face,
probably going
which is
to.
now coated in a pale pink
This is the elder
skin.
mimic.
The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin. It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and will move on.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs. Next up, the Harvester.
Yo.
Yo,
Oh my
I forgot about
gosh.
this part.
That
Is
sounds.
he crunching on the bone?
Yes, bro.
Oh.
Yes.
Bro.
Yo, is it good, bro? Got some?
Bro.
Oh, I'm hungry, bro.
That is.
I forgot about that part. Yeah, they show that the same guy that dies, that they show you the El Sapito. I'm sorry.
Yo, we're not putting that video. Not putting that video.
We're not gonna watch
Yeah,
too
don't
much.
put that.
But no, I'm keeping
The
that.
Harvester.
We're recording.
Yeah.
The Harvester is a large, bulbous mass with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter.
Yo, by the way,
The tendrils
Oh
can
shit.
extend up to one.
in my fuck ass smoke alarm keeps going on.
150 meters in diameter horizontally. The Harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently.
Oh my gosh.
Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently until succumbing to blood loss.
That is insane.
Once
bro.
the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy.
Get back in.
The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals. A strange behavior the harvester displays is his choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests.
So we're straight,
If
right?
you are stung by a harvester,
Yeah,
there will
it
be
was-
no way of helping you, being that
Wait,
there is
actually,
no
look back.
cure, and fatality
Yeah,
100%
it shouldn't
possible.
affect where we live.
That's fine.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take the object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal. Next up is the host.
That's that's that. Yeah, we're gonna watch about up to the last three, and then we'll be done for tonight.
No.
The host of influence. The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics. The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding. On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Freaking
Bruh.
gosh.
Obtaining
That's
info about the
still-
host is a very risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the
that scared me.
infected will
That
walk
scared
is
me.
towards the host whose
I know why
spores
that
have been inhaled by the infected individual. If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs. The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal. If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
What the heck?
Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monoliths.
That is insane, bro. So like you're saying that this thing, if you inhale it right,
Aren't those the type of bug?
in this case, Melvin,
The
no.
monoliths.
Knew it.
The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972 in the area of.
The
There
heck?
are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths surrounds.
It's in Mexico.
What
The
the heck?
monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly
What
embedded
the-
underground. The legs connect to a torso.
Oh my gosh.
The creature
That thing is
itself is
huge.
made of hundreds of thousands of meaty
So that's
strands
on Titan
tightly
reference?
woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in.
Bro.
During this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city,
Ow.
the monolith that they had passed roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creatures.
What's going on, bro? Don't do
It
that.
was sus. Yo, who's this sussy?
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monolith stands silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions
You
to
guys
these
know why
meat
they kept on
beings.
bleeping out so much
And
they
finally,
about it?
the last
Why?
creature on this list
But they're
is
so
Because
little.
no, it's because they may seem like they don't do anything, but they're a very important. You'll find out later, but they're a very important part in
Okay.
like everything.
Yo, Eric, we gotta watch some more episodes of just 4, bro. Because these are only like 5-minute
What
videos.
if,
Fine,
what
fine,
if,
fine. Two
you
more
know how they're
episodes.
in a circle, bro?
They were all in a circle.
Yeah, what if, like, in the
Like they're
middle of
protecting something.
yeah, it's protecting something, or they're on standby for something to come, or like something, you know?
Yeah, there's got to be something to it because if they're just
See,
standing in a
I wanna
circle.
I wanna say something, but I feel like it'll spoil, so I can't.
Okay.
A space
world that
alien,
exists
or
today. It's as
or
extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
Nation living meats. For real.
Oh,
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Okay, maybe we should skip this.
Have any information of the whereabouts
Be making a dish that has
Wait, go back,
recently
wait,
gained a fair amount of
What?
Go back, go back,
go back
go
to the
back.
ID, the dude with the ID. Like, talk about it.
have any information?
If this is Canada, bro. This is bird.
No.
Canmore Alberta. Where's Alberta at?
It's
Canada!
fucking locals.
Canadian.
Yo. What'd I
Oh.
say?
Yo.
What'd I say?
Oh, that's not. That's
Wait, what is this supposed to mean?
because you remember
So,
how like.
remember the big dudes?
Yeah.
Monolith.
They were in Canada, bro.
Okay, but maybe
So
like
he probably went missing in Canada, bro.
Either something to do. Well, okay. Honestly, more. It's probably more likely to be by a host, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
Oh
that's what
yeah,
I'm
probably by a host.
Because
Yeah.
Canada, because the monoliths again, they don't do anything to anyone. As long as you don't do anything to it, if you disturb it, then it'll do something back to you. But as long as this guy, he's probably just a random person, and he just probably got lost by a host.
Probably.
If I had to
Information
guess,
of the
or something
whereabouts.
else happened.
Be making a dish that has recently gained a fair
Looks pretty
amount
good.
of popularity. Today's dish will be a
Big
cheesy
carnis.
crawled penne.
That's this pasta bag.
Cooking at home kitchen.
Cooked at home.
Freaking gosh.
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta. Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh scroll. Try to get a
Scroll.
variety
Raw.
of sizes when you buy
You
your
know,
Oh.
You harvest them
First, it's
yourself.
the first video we looked over.
1 cup
Oh,
of
you're
cheese.
right.
Half a cup of green onion.
And they said it would be
1
like decently
teaspoon
edible,
of
right?
salt, 2 tablespoons of
It's not
Cajun
optimal,
spice,
but it's still
2 tablespoons of
edible.
parsley, 1 tablespoon of dill, 1 tablespoon of garlic, a pinch of pepper, and finally, the most crucial ingredient, Nutrier Company's newly released flavor enhancer. To bring out the richness of flavors within each and every meal.
There's something behind that bottle, by the way.
First, get a medium
Hold on, give me 1 second, guys.
So meat flavor enhancers.
Yeah.
Well, this probably feels like bullshit, but
No.
I
So
don't know.
basically, what that is.
First thing I just thought of, it makes stuff taste so good that you want more, and then you like get infected, not infected, but like you want it
So
like lures you in, I guess in a way.
a couple of things. So there's two things that I could probably tell you about that thing. So first of all, you know, like the spores that the hosts give off.
Yup.
So that's one thing that I'm not like. I think it's like a theory, but it's either like a thing so you can like basically like die as a host, or a flavor enhancer basically makes you taste better to like entities like the mimic.
Then, set aside to boil.
Yeah.
Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough
But this whole video is like a trick to anyone watching it.
Take a trick? For what?
Yeah, because you know how she showed the flavor enhancer.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't actually really do much. It's actually supposed to, so either it can help you taste better for like the mimics or whatever, but not just that.
Oh.
It's either, I think it's like, I'm not sure, but it could also be like the spores, you know, like the host, like the spores.
Yeah.
It could be that too, killing you
Crawl
entirely.
is soft on the outside,
heck?
but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
What kind of?
Then,
Yeah.
gather the meat and set aside.
What?
Why is she removing the peeling
What about
sprout?
that? What about the one long stick, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Why is she getting?
Mince
Why
a
what's she
green
doing, bro?
onion into rough segments.
That looks disgusting, bro. Like the blood. I don't even know if that's blood.
Take this mince and set
Done, bro.
aside as well. Next, grab your skillet and preheat with along some oil.
Yo.
I don't know.
Alright, yo, let's be honest. No one's
Take
eating that,
those
bro.
skillet
Yeah,
and
no one's eating
spread
that,
it
dude.
evenly across
The
the
wrap is
skillet.
that plastic, bro?
No, that's like the skin of the crawl. Like
Oh,
that's the
damn, bro.
exterior.
Stir occasionally until
So who's ever
it's
making
brown.
this is just not peeling anything. They're just like completely putting it in like that.
As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
That's so fake, bro. Look at that.
Dude,
Wait, what's fake?
just
That's
not the smoke.
That's what.
Oh, oh yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Soft. At this time, your crawl will be brown
Is
and
Steve in the room with
crisp.
us?
What the freak, dude? Is
No,
that?
there's no way.
Add your
Looks
minced
like ground
green
beef.
onion and then the
Yeah.
spices.
Basically, yeah. Steak.
That's
the
that
flavor
much?
enhancer.
Wait, that's-
wait. I don't think that's the flavor. I think that's the. I think it's
So I think
Once
it's a
your
liver.
pasta is finished cooking,
Maybe, yeah.
strain it.
drain the pasta. Okay.
Pasta.
Right.
Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish.
Yeah. They're wearing a. Yo, wait. Go back.
Then add the
I was right. Go back. Look at what they're wearing.
Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish.
Oh! Oh!
They're wearing a mask, a gas mask, so they don't inhale the pores from the flavor enhancer.
Oh
That's
my
exactly what's going
gosh! You're right.
Oh,
They-
this is a-
Then
Well,
add
they
the
forget-
crawl topping.
They forget to leave that out or cut that out, but she is wearing, or he's wearing a gas mask.
That is insane, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a
So
this whole
yummy.
video is a trick for people.
So yummy.
Heck, that is. Looks like I pooped that out of my freaking. Yeah, I just looked like I pooped that.
What would they do that though?
Why would they do? Honestly, that's a good question. If I
At
honestly,
this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer, but allow your dish to
it
cook
could
at
be
a
just to
temperature
see.
below
Yeah, it's a
60
flavor
degrees
enhancer.
Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
Oh wait. Go back. That's also important.
Preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer, but allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60
So
degrees
you see that the
Celsius,
keyword,
or
pause
else
real
the
quick.
enhancer.
They say make sure your dish cools before you put the enhancer onto it. Make sure it's cool.
So the pores
Because
don't
of
die.
that, so the spore does not die. It can still work on you.
Oh.
Will not work.
Oh.
See? The flavor enhancer will not work if keep it if you put it on hot.
And now you may serve and enjoy.
Fucking do it, bro. Pre-fired meat.
Why is it getting louder? Why is it getting louder? Ah! Oh.
Yo.
Whoa.
Wait, go back. Go back.
What the heck is this?
What the hell?
That's the
Although,
story. Well, okay, we haven't really been pausing when it like cuts to like the actual story,
oh shoot.
but that's one of the pieces.
Although the other critters ignore the rest of the instead of the seek area, the visitor they
Probably a victim right
shuts
there.
while a little.
This story isn't complete.